the blood boil. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Arts to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires quickly. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Brown. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go to the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying.
Snags it, and he's open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
After that last loss, it's second and 12. Play action, here's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Texas!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Back to pass, it's Hammond. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got enough for the first. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Carpenter. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To throw, Manning. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Splinter Roman! Splinter Roman! Splinter! Go!
To the air. It's Hammond. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Carter. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
The give is to Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Manning with a play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds space on the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one.
Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
14, Texas Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Carter. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Virginia Cavaliers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Finds his man. It's Eakin. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with the big one in your own end. But now,
turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
you give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch Madness. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He'll take it himself. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Hauls it in. Runs through a man. He might have space. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Took a shot as he threw.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that
will be supporting me for real, too.
Second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They go play action with Manning. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Throwing right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in down the middle.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Throwing Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Wide receiver going in motion. Manning on play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Calls his own number. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go right back to the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Now adjusting. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Pulled down for the tackle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
He's got an open man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you get into the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Williams. Finding some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get at it.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. It back. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving